So, welcome to the Comic Gamer Movie Show. My name is Deshaun, and today I'm here to talk about something that happened a few days ago. Now, High Republic. High Republic is something that has been rumored for a while in Star Wars. There was this thing called Project Luminous that was kind of a rumor, and then kind of became confirmed last week, and that there was going to be an announcement. No one knew what the announcement was. They didn't know if it was movie. They didn't know if it was video game. They didn't know what it was. And they released a trailer for it, and I have to say it was both exciting and disappointing all at the same time. Now, everyone knows that when Disney bought Star Wars for many years, I'm talking many years, decades now, before they ever even came out with an animated series, before they ever even really came out with video games, they had books. They had expansion books that were written by authors and fans and people who are fans of this material. Some of them are canon, some of them are basically glorified fan fiction, but there was a lot of expansion books. There are a lot of books. I've never really read a lot of them. Personally, I haven't read any of them, but I've heard a lot of good things about it. I'm just not that big of a Star Wars guy to want to read expansion content. I'm like, I barely can watch just the content that's in front of me. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm not going to buy expansion content books. I'm not that much into Star Wars, but, but that's been a thing, and it's kind of been baked into the Star Wars legacy. It's kind of been baked into the Star Wars fandom. But when Disney bought Lucasfilm, along with Star Wars, they decided to make most of it. Now, there are some books that are canon, but they decided to make most of it non-canon. Basically, some of the best books, some of the best Star Wars books ever made are just non-canon now. And there are some non-canon stories with Luke and Leia, and like Luke was in a relationship with the woman named Mary J. There's a whole thing with Ben Solo, there's a lot. And they did cherry pick some things to put into the new trilogy, but for the most part, it's all non-canon. Now, Project Luminous, which turns out to be Star Wars: The High Republic, is about basically filling that void, filling new canon in. Basically, Disney wants to go in, and they got all these writers and creative people from all different places, people who've written the Star Wars Legends book, as they call them, and people who've worked in all different places. They got the artists who designed Darth Maul working on the artwork, and it's supposed to be a multi-platformed universe building. Which means they're going to be actual, thick copy books. There are going to be comic books, but they're all going to take place. They're going to be different forms of books. They're going to be audio books. They're going to be all these different kind of things. They're going to be children's books. They're going to be other things like that. But they all take place in this canon universe, this canon time period called the High Republic. And what the High Republic is if you've ever watched the original Star Wars, this is a time where Jedi are gone. There's only really two Jedi in the entirety. 3 if you count Yoda, but he's not really a Jedi anymore. He's basically on his deathbed. So there's only there's really 3 Jedi. 2, and then Luke becomes the third one. 3 Jedi in existence, and everyone thinks the Jedi are a rumor. They've been dead for so long, they've been gone for so long, and disappeared for so long that everyone thinks they're a rumor. And then if you watch the prequels, the Jedi are at the height of their powers, but they're a little weaker. They're more diplomatic. They really don't want to get involved in things. And then the Clone War happens, and they become more military. But then you have the video game Knights of the Old Republic, which takes place far, 500 years before those movies, and that's more of a Game of Thrones-esque thing going on. The Jedi are they're not the Sith are out there, but they're not in mass. No, they are in mass. The Sith are in mass, the Jedi are in mass, and it's not it's this gray area, complicated thing going on. But the High Republic takes place 400 years after this. So there's this spot between the prequels and the Old Republic. And right in the middle is the High Republic, which is a time where the Jedi are at their peak. The Jedi are on top. They're at their peak. They've defeated the Sith. The Sith aren't around anymore. There are no Siths. The Siths aren't around anymore. The Jedi are at the top. The Jedi are at the top. They have people just roaming. The Jedi are more military. The Jedi are more they're less peacekeepers and more like Texas Rangers, as it was described in the trailer. The Jedi go around the universe, making sure things are okay, making sure solving problems and doing whatever they want. And there's different problems, and they even have new villains. They have new characters. They're introducing new characters and all these different things. Now. The hope is that they're doing this to prepare themselves to if any of these books or any of these things click, they want to turn them into movies or TV shows. That's the hope. But I have to admit, I was a bit disappointed that this wasn't for movies or TV shows. This is it's a multi-platformed, connected universe on books. And I'm interested to see how that works. The first collection of books are all coming out. And like I said, there's going to be comic books, kids books, hard copy books, actual thick books for adults. They're going to be different books for different people of different ages, and it's all going to take place in the same universe together. And I am fascinated to see how this goes. You know, obviously a lot of people have said this, and I hate to agree, but I will agree with a lot of people who have said this. It's kind of sad to see how much focus and how much attention and how much thought is going into this project that did not go into the movies. The movies were like, it felt like the movies were literally made to make their budget back, to make the money they put down back as quickly as possible. Which they did. They made the money back as quickly as possible. They probably made the money back about around the time the second movie came out. But still, I wish that this much thought and effort went into the movies. But I'm not gonna, complain about this. This seems pretty interesting. It's a new world building. They're pretty much doing their own books, their own canonized books with all these different people. I gotta admit, man, I was jealous watching this video. I was jealous watching this trailer because I was like, man, could you imagine being in this room with all these like-minded individuals, all working on their own projects, all bouncing off of each other, thoughts about Star Wars, just talking Star Wars. You get paid to talk Star Wars. I mean, you get paid good money. I'm talking like better than some people get paid just who work a 9-to-5 job, and you get paid much better than them just to talk Star Wars. That would be the dream. That would be the dream, to be in that room. But anyways, I'm excited about this High Republic thing. I was a bit disappointed when I realized that it wasn't about, movies or TV or even video games. But at the same time, I'll pick up a book. I don't know what kind of book, but I'll pick up a book. I'll probably get one free on Marvel Unlimited, but I don't know. I might pick up a book. I'll wait to see what kind of reviews come out on the books. I'll be ahead of the curve this time, because I never wanted to read the older Star Wars books because I always felt left behind, because these books came out so long ago and people were talking about back then, but I wasn't really a big Star Wars guy back then. I'm still not, but I digress. I'm excited for this. I've seen a lot of negativity about the whole diversity thing, and you gotta ignore those people. People are gonna complain about diversity and letting female lead characters and stuff. They're gonna complain about that till the cows come home. Okay. Just let them complain about it. Screw them. If you're gonna enjoy these books, go enjoy these books. If anyone because the books come out in April, so not that long from now. So whoever gets to see those books, if whoever reads those books before I do, or read a book before I do, please come back to this video and comment below and let me know how is it bad or good, because I'm curious. I am curious about this project. Guys, thank you for joining me on the Comic Game Movie Show. Please remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.